Okay, how do I answer this question? First of all, I don't really label myself a photographer. If I had to put a label on myself, I would say I'm an individualist who happens to have, you know, I do different things. I have like, you know, I take pictures, I write, I do video, I design, I entertain with my live slideshow. I now make mixtapes, and I curate art shows, curate photography shows. You know, if I get an opportunity, I'm put in a position to have a show of different artists. I have my people who I know artists, but the more important thing is how I select people is their personality. I like to put good people on, give them a chance to come up. The talent is important, but the character of people who I put in my shows is, this is my equipment. This is all my equipment. I keep it simple. I have my phone number on in case I lose it. I want to show you something. Oh, here we go. This is one of my famous photographs. Andy Warhol on Basquiat. You can see? Let's let this do. This one was I took at the beginning of my professional photography career. Spring of 1985. I got dissed by a girlfriend, and I said she's gonna be sorry that she played me like a wet tuna sandwich. So I said I'm gonna be a successful photographer to make her. So spite is part of it. I mean, I'm a Scorpio. So, you know, I love photography, I love being an artist, but certain things drive me. Hey, whatever it takes, right? Okay, so I went, they were on their way there. I was across the street. I ran in front of them. I said, yo, can I get one shot? And Basquiat said to Warhol, he's cool. And they stopped and posed. I got, okay, thank you. You know, to me, photography just came naturally. And I basically didn't study to be an artist, so I was actually into just basketball. But I figured, let me have something artsy to do. Because I was going to a lot of art openings, and I was just like, fuck it. Then I took this camera, my ex-girlfriend who dissed me, so I would just go, put it on. And this is the thing, very important. I would go out, just being me. I didn't sport it like this. Like, I'm a photographer. But I'd be like, I'm going out, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna have a good time, party, and then while I'm partying, if someone comes into view, I'm like, oh shit. Yo, can we get a picture, please? Go like this. 1 second. Okay, I'd be like, thank you. Put it back, and then go back to being me. Oh, what's up? So, I'm me first. I don't go around, yo, I'm Ricky Powell, the photographer. Nah, no, that's for cornballs. Alright, Beastie Boys, you really went there, didn't you? Okay. Well, it started in 4th grade, 1971. Ad Rock, the Beastie Boys, his older sister was in my class. So we known each other since 4th grade. And I knew Ad Rock as a little kid. He was 5 years younger than me. So we grew up in the same neighborhood, Greenwich Village. And then, you know, I see Adam growing up. I'd be like, hey, what up, kid? How you doing? You know, because when you're younger, a teenager, 5 years is a big difference. Between like 13 and 18, 14 and 19, big difference. So then in 1985, I was like 24, Ad Rock was 19, and he just joined the Beastie Boys. And I seen him around, and then I heard he was in the Beastie Boys, and I started hearing these things like, oh, they're on tour with Madonna, and they're a big deal. So let me go check them out. And spring of 1986, they started asking me if I wanted to come along to like Boston, to this club overnight, or Washington, D.C. So I took this shot in D.C. Spring of 1986. So that summer, I graduated college and I was a frozen lemonade vendor on the street. And I saw in USA Today, big tour, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J. So I quit my job selling the frozen lemonade. I flew down to Florida, knocked on the back of the Dome, Tampa Dome. Ad Rock came out. I was like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, you know, I'm in the neighborhood. So they gave me a bunk bed on the tour bus. And, you know, I was on that tour, the Raising Hell tour, for a week in Florida, New Orleans. You know, I remember waking up the next morning in Miami, seeing Run DMC, like backstage, LL Cool J, and I was like, wow. So, you know, that's how it happened, and then that became like a beginning of a 10-year professional, good relationship, friendship with the Beastie Boys. And I think that Mercedes is trying to, you know, reinvent themselves, which is good for everybody, anybody. I personally believe in life you have to reinvent yourself personally, professionally, you know, to make your life interesting. If you stay the same way, it's weak.